If you think a video only takes as long as the runtime is, you're definitely underestimating the process. And that mindset is why so many beginners quit early. Today I want to walk you through my entire process and break it down by each step and explain how long it takes me now and how I got to this point. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The illusion of it's only a 10-minute video. So the only thing that people see on YouTube is the runtime. And so I think many people who don't know the process of making a YouTube video think that, okay, it's a 10-minute video. It probably took them like 20 minutes or half an hour to put that together. But that's not at all the case. In my case, I would say it took me years to get to this point of making 10-minute videos. That was just by skills that I learned over time and getting myself into a place where I can make videos now at a daily basis. But yeah, obviously me making a video every day means that I'm able to produce a video in less than a day. So the first phase is the idea phase. Obviously you need to talk about something, so you need to come up with some ideas. The easiest topics to talk about was things that happened in my daily life. If you can make a video and create a topic around something that you experienced, it's a much easier video to create and to build an idea around that topic. But many times I don't have an idea of something that happened in my daily life that I can talk about. So then you start researching what you can talk about. And this is where the time really starts to add on. I've spent a lot of time researching topics that I can talk about. That's like an endless bit. If you're not exactly sure what you want to talk about, it takes a very long time to actually get to a point where you are happy with an idea that you can make a video of. After you decided what your idea is, your topic for your video, you have to obviously start structuring the video. And in most cases, I use bullet points to just keep me on track on what I want to say and just reminders of things that I specifically don't want to forget to say while I'm recording the video. So there's obviously two ways you can go about structuring your video. And the one is like I use most of the time, just a bullet pointed type of list, and then I talk to the camera. But I have also written full scripts, and this is quite a difficult one because you have to like kind of memorize the whole thing or read line by line, and that starts taking a lot of editing time. So these are the two basic ways I would say. I mean, you can just wing it completely and just talk to the camera, but I would say that definitely just at least having some bullet points is a good way of saving a lot of time when you're recording your video. One aspect of a video that I definitely like having a script for is the hook, and that is the beginning of the video. So since I started this process, I learned that saying hi and wasting a lot of time in the beginning of the video is definitely not a good way to start a video. Starting out a video with a clear direction is a better way to capture someone. The next thing that takes up time is coming actually in front of the camera up to the point where you press record, and this is the setup time. This setup process took me quite a while for the first time, and then after that quite a quick process. But yeah, I definitely spent a couple of hours at the beginning just to get my studio set up and where things are standing, where the light is, the mic stand and the camera and all that kind of things, just moving it around until you feel comfortable with what you are looking at. After that whole setup process, just to get everything set up for each daily recording, to check all your things are charged, you have to clear your memory cards, just clean the lenses, decide what lens you want to use. Then another big thing that comes into play is background noise. We have a road not far from where my studio is. I try to record early morning so it's still quiet. I can cut out most of the noise. So I have like 2 hours in the morning that I use to make these videos, and I try to get my idea and topic and script or bullet points and that everything done throughout the day so that I have that ready for early morning. When I wake up, I just freshen up quickly and then I come to record this video. This is now obviously the recording phase, and this also takes a bit of time because it's definitely not only the time that the video would be at the end. I've had recordings of more than half an hour and then I cut it down to like 10 minutes. So it takes quite a bit of time, especially if you're new to this and you're not confident in what you want to say. And so then you end up rambling quite a bit, and that takes a lot of time, not only then for editing but also while you are recording. Another thing that takes me a few minutes every day still up to now is just getting comfortable in front of the camera. So I like to just turn on everything and just come and stand here. So I also like to kind of just talk a bit before I start recording. Obviously I'm doing this in the early morning, so your voice is just a little bit still not quite clear. Yeah, then the next part would be just reviewing your footage. I think this is a part where I saved quite a lot of time now recently since I started doing this daily. I don't really review the footage anymore. I just copy it to the computer and just start editing. And this is definitely the part of making a video that takes by far the most time, especially if you're starting out. Like DaVinci Resolve is quite a complicated and complex video editing program. That took me about 3 years basically to get to a point now where I can edit a video quite easily, quite quickly. So the first thing I do before editing is I would copy all my footage to my computer. I keep all my footage organized in a date and then description kind of way. Then obviously open up your editing program and import all your footage. Things like cutting out all the dead spaces before I start adding things like effects and adjusting the sound and adding music and that kind of things. You can obviously spend a lot of time in your editing process. It depends everything on how much footage you have. If you have B-roll adds a humongous amount of time that goes into your editing process. If you are someone who is a bit of a perfectionist, it can just add up and add up and add up. I am a bit of a perfectionist, but I didn't have the time. This 30-day challenge really forced me to get out of some of my bad habits, to make videos and not contemplate about them all the time, or are they good enough. After you've edited your videos comes in the finishing touches. These are things like your thumbnail, making sure that you have a title that could work for the video, your description on YouTube, your tags, all those kind of things. The exporting of a video of about 10 minutes takes my computer about 2 to 3 hours to export, so I have to keep this in mind whenever I need to upload a video on a daily basis. After I've exported the video, I also have to check the timestamps, because I like to add timestamps into a video so people can see what is coming later on in the video. And so this is a point definitely where I could see that repetition saved me a lot of time. Since I've started doing this challenge, many of these steps have reduced in time quite significantly. Things that would take me 2 hours now could take me 10 minutes or 15 minutes. There's definitely not a specific time that I could put on making a video, but I would say it's in the realm of 2 to 3 hours. I don't count the full export time because I don't have to sit there and watch the video export, but this takes about 3 hours on its own. But if you can plan your day so that you can export that and not wait for it, then obviously I don't count that as part of the process. It just takes a bit of planning to get around that. Yeah, that's my process, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my version of my process, what I'm doing to get a video out like this every day. And I'm headed to 30 days, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.